George stops and stares at a poster nailed on a tree's trunk. The poster reads, "Missing Princess."
He takes the nail. You see something? Once your script is done, the second step is then to start drawing. To storyboard, these days there's lots of fancy tools to move forward very fast, like this beautiful Syntec. First off, you design like very roughly a kind of a pre-deck, like a very rough version of how you see it, and then you start cleaning up all the drawings one by one, trying out stuff, see if it works as good as it did in writing. The storyboard is done after months of drawing, because you don't draw just one drawing for a shot, because in a shot several things are happening. So if I have a shot with me talking to the camera, then you have to get me like outside the frame, then I come in the frame, then I come close. That's 3 drawings. So if you have 300 shots times 3, you know, easily, with some that you throw away in the end. So it's a little over 1,000 drawings. So that takes some time, of course, like 2 days. I'm just kidding. You start editing it, like that we call a moving storyboard. It's where you put the images that you drew in one big line, and you see, you try to feel, you imagine the dialogues, you imagine the actions. Animatic is like a 2D version, a complete 2D version of the film, where you have the image, you have the dialogues, and you have the sound effects. That gives us a clear view of how the film will be like. I know.
J'ai rencontré JOERI et on a discuté du projet, il m'a montré l'animatique et j'ai eu tout de suite envie de bosser dessus. Quelques petites remarques, envie de partager, et surtout je me suis bien marré à le regarder. Le premier montage qu'a fait JOERI tout seul, quand il me l'a montré, j'ai vu tout de suite des petites choses à améliorer pour le rythme du court-métrage, et aussi un petit peu sur les caractères des personnages. Donc on a commencé à en discuter tous les deux, et je crois que JOERI a bien aimé ma vision. C'est pour ça qu'on s'est mis à travailler tous les deux ensemble.
The animatic for the animators is a very important tool to see exactly how I see a shot, or how I see an action happening, or how a character should behave in the screen. It's also very interesting because at that stage, which is quite early in production, you can actually show the film to people you know, or colleagues and so forth, to see where the weak points were in the story. At this point, for example, I'm doing retakes on the animatic, but that does not mean that we're not animating. Sometimes you work alone and you do well. Counting on someone else slows you down. Vegard and Michael, they're full speed ahead already on other parts of the film that people liked a lot.
Yeah, I think we should basically, I'll just have to redo that one, that surface from scratch.
Yeah, it's a bit straight, I think. Like something like this, typical.
So once JOERI is done with all the storyboarding and doing the 1,000 drawings he was just talking about, what we have to do in order to put that to action is a breakdown of the film. Basically a breakdown is like an Excel sheet, something like this, which breaks down the film in terms of shot numbers, length, and also elements that are in those shots and sequences. So the characters, the sets, the props, also the effects, the special effects. Why do we do this? It's not just because we love making Excel sheets, but also because we think it's very useful throughout the production. It's basically a way to allocate shots on different levels to the members of the team, but also it's a way for other stages of production like modeling or texturing or whatever to know which characters need to be done, or which sets need to be finished, and etc.
When you go to animatic, the crash voices are not the final voices, but it's the voices that we need to determine the length of a shot. Once everything is in place, we go to the sound studio Temple of Tune in Belgium.
On y va!
Master himself. Genius on a velo. To record the guys' voices, we go to the studio because we want the quality to be good. We're gonna do it ourselves to save time and also to move ahead with animation while we start a voice casting to find the right voices for the role. Nog een keer? Ja.
My dear lady, I have come to rescue thee. Thy. Fear not, my beautiful lady. I have come to rescue thee. Thou. You.
How do you say it in French, do you think?
The dragon. The dragon.
The word itself should be clear enough.
Yeah.
I shall cherish it, and I shall brave all dangers. I shall cherish it, and I shall brave all danger.
Voice acting is a profession, and since I'm not a voice actor, I can do very short, stupid, silly lines, but it's another thing to be doing an entire film, so we'll see how that goes.
Woo! We did it! Yeah! Ow! We did it! Oh! Yeah! Get that booty on the dance floor, bud.